Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We've got more quests, or at least one, over here at the Archers Guild. This became available later. Again, it's level 30. The previous kind of finale to the story that was happening here as we leveled up, that was also at 30. There's another level 30 quest here. Unlocked at some point as we continue the main quests and stuff. Possibly when we joined up with the Grand Company, possibly before that. It's available now though, so let's get to it. Hussein, so we begin. Question Hussein wishes to speak to you about learning new skills. Yes, please. Well met, Arctic. Would that we had time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted over the 12's Wood, you see. Their reappearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. While I say battle, I must agree that massacre would be more apt. The Ixal dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year is more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure. But heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest of teachers. And few things drive a man better than its sting. But do let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap, you've already heard, a renowned archer has recently returned to the 12's Wood. The one they call the God's Bow. Interesting. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Gentel. And he was once one of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend, even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. That's not all there is to him, mind you. Gental was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Gental has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. But it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, say that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, which you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there's no call for shyness. And there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Gental, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he's made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Gental is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Gental's confidence, mayhap he can't be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Interesting. West of Quarry Mill, in the South Shroud. Very doable. Right here. A song of bards and bowmen. Oh yeah, just sitting on the log there. Something around there. Something like that. That's what we'll find out. Let's get over to Quarry Mill. Boop. We shall see. Teleporting. Level up messages. Fun. South Shroud. Ancient bow. Okay. Over this way. Oh, the trap. Yeah. Who's this guy? Hanging out under the log. Denzel, how you doing? Ah, another guest. You're kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the 12's wood, and we could want for little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Arctic, was it? Yes, I am Gentel. The one called the God Bow. God's Bow. Well, that was in another life. I've long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my rest. For years I have lived as a bard, wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one. And you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well. I was a bit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the selfsame opinion. Aye, that'd be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Arctic. There's a Moogle named Puckno Pokey, who can oft be found wandering an area situated east of here. But have you present yourself to him? Puckno Pokey is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, oh, present, I think, turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright. To the east. Bard stuff. Neat. How far east are we talking? About as far east as possible. Works for me. Running. Does make a lot of sense here. If we looked at any of the archer stuff, it's archer and bard. The real question is going to be whether we start at a higher level of bard. Not in that hole. Over this way. Let's see what this is all about. Past all these guys, huh? Chosen a dangerous spot to hang out. Oh. Wanna get some? We're not lower level here. We can give you everything. Oh, 29, core 36. Yeah, that's not gonna do too much for you. Foolish. Foolish. What dangerous spot you got here with all these coral claw guys. Just chilling in the trees. Yeah. Kupara, how could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kupo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent. I'll allow. You caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Gentel sent you? You should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Gentel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Koopa. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Gentile to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again. But he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Koopa. What's this? Why, your being resonates with a chord similar to Gentile's. Perhaps even identical, Koopa. By the 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man. That's saying a lot, Koopa. Egads, your coming had me so excited, my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I meant to give to Gentile. You see, but it was stolen as I napped, Koopa. Aroused just in time to spy the thief, attempt to give chase. Last drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rot, Koopa. Now I realize we've only just met. Would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Gentile in my stead? Sure. Over towards Taker's Rot. That's this way. Okay. Well, we can do that. Do all these guys here. Or just walk past them. It's also a choice. This is way back in the back here. Also looks like somebody else has cleared the path for us. Very convenient. Very cool. Oh, claw hunters. Right here. You're dead. There's a jerk bow. Alright. The thing is just over here. A stolen crate. When the quest doesn't require you to fight anything, it's very convenient having other people show up. When the quest requires you defeat X enemies, other people having already killed the enemies, less ideal. There you go. One box collected. Simple as that. Wild. Alright. Turn that in over here. Have you recovered the charm? Yep. Whoa. Look, no Poke's charm. A quaint keepsake made from a single tiny crystal. One crystal for you. You did it, Koopa. Please, you must now deliver it to Gentile. Tell him that Pukno Poke thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Koopa lo 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 lo. Alright. Showed it. Now we can ride. I'm going to not worry about all these other guys here. Running past things. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright. Let me go over here. Various fates happening too. Not to worry about that. Some logs. Okay. Yeah, Head Trap Fate happened right here. You need to level sync to 22 instead of 36. I don't think we're gonna do that. That's alright. And we're back. Welcome back, Arctic. You have a charm and a message for me from Pukno Poke, you say? Yep, this is the charm. A cunning rogue, am I? Haha. Suppose I must explain. Pukno Poke and I go way back, a long way back, to when first I took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Pukno Poke has long desired that I remain in the 12's Wood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I've been ill able to oblige him. Did you call it, you see? I had battlefields to stand upon, and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the 12's Wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Pukno Poke. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. With the Moogles lacking grace, they amply make up for in weight. Creatures are great lovers of song. The return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Pokey has asked that you bring it to me, but meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals, bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as the next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Arctic, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, where it exceeds even Pokey's wildest expectations. We receive Mage's Ballad, reached down to self and all party members within 50 yalms, increasing damage dealt by 1% for a duration of 45 seconds. Additional effect, 80% chance to grant repertoire. This effect can trigger repeatedly while singing the Mage's Ballad. Repertoire effect reduces the casting time of Bloodletter by 7.5 seconds. It can only be executed while in combat. Okay. Also, we got the Soul of the Bard. And 12,000 XP. That's something. Armory unlocked. Or something. Bard unlocked. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Melody sung by bards of old resounds within you. The next bard quest will be available from Tintal upon reaching level 35. The quest to learn the action Perform is now available from Simca at Mikado's Amphitheater in Holgradania. Okay. So you need to be here and also in Holgradania. Jobs. You obtained a Soul Crystal. Soul Crystals are required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. Each job has its own crystal and arms, which can be equipped via the armory chest. When using a job, you'll have limited access to actions from other classes. You'll, however, have access to new job-specific actions. Job levels coincide with those of the base class. Okay. When a job level rises, so too does the level of the base class and vice versa. Jobs that do not have a base class, however, will start from the level required to unlock them. The level can be raised independently of other classes and jobs. Okay. So classes and jobs. Level 35. Level 36. What do we got here? In our bag. I don't have anything. Any long. Okay. Soul Crystal. Soul of the Bard. Put that here. Yep. Transferring hotbar settings. By changing your job to Bard, you may carry over the hotbar and cross hotbar settings from Archer. Hotbar and cross hotbar transfer, Archer to Bard. Actions from Archer may also be used when playing Bard. Transferring these settings will allow you to readily play in a similar fashion. This option is recommended for those who have little or no experience with Bard. Yep. If you require time to consider, this window will open again next time you change your job to Bard. This window will no longer display after progressing it through job quests. We'll transfer it. Hold down the... That's a different button. Hold it down to transfer. Not like a confirmation window or anything, you just have to hold the transfer button. Hover and cross hotbar settings for Archer have been successfully transferred. There you go. Now it all looks like this. All the stuff we had from Bard here. And the Bard Song Gauge has been unlocked. Singing Mage's Bound will display the actions corresponding song gauge, indicating the effect time remaining. If the repertoire effect is triggered while Mage's Bound is being sung, the recast time for Bloodletter and Reign of Death, learned at level 45, are reduced. You can view the job gauge description at any time. Actions and traits menu. Okay, let's just right here. Cool. And Bloodletter is this one. This is a good one. It's got recharge time. Let's see if we got the new ability on here. Here's Bard. So it's Bard / Archer. Okay. Looks like we can't choose to switch between any of the other ones since we don't already have that. We might have Lancer / the other one also available. Bard Archer. This is now available. We should probably do a little bit of barding before we go off and get the next piece here. We also have to go to the amphitheater too. Let's get the new ability on here somewhere. It's gonna be a buff one, so we'll put it like there. Character, actions and traits. Got character, duty, actions, job. Here is Mage's Ballad. A lot of different stuff on here. I feel like we might need more action bars. See if that's an option at some point. But for right now, all we have available is Mage's Ballad. We'll put that in here. It's more of a movement kind of thing. Head graze, foot graze, leg graze, arm's length. Jump back shot. Healing stuff. Okay. Can only be activated while in combat. Reduce the recast time of blur by 7.5 seconds. The recast time is 15. So, that's pretty good. 80% chance to activate this. Increasing damage dealt by 1%. 45 seconds. Let's go in here. This is the time that's left on it. We can't just keep on using this. Time left on this. So it's like a thing here. Yep, they've activated again. We saw the amount of time left on Bloodletter jump quickly. Let's just something they can have available. Not all the time. So duration of 45 seconds and a recast of 120. That's okay. Next question is if I can move this bar here. It's just, I think it might do some other things when it activates. 80% chance. Repertoire. This effect can trigger repeatedly while singing. Technically singing? It's like a immediate kind of situation here. Cast instant. There is options here. HUD layout. There we go. Song gauge. There's more hotbar sections. Oh yeah. Put the song gauge down here. Save. There's a lot of bars here. Hotbar 7, hotbar 8, hotbar 9, hotbar 10. Okay. We're doing fine with 2 so far, but I can definitely see it getting more soon enough here. Maybe we want it in another state. We'll see how much we need to be looking at it. We can always move it around if we really need to. Yeah. We have sung a singular song. Time to learn even more. And tell us to teach you how to learn a new song. Happy to learn some new songs. That glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days. Arctic. You know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow in the knee is what most folk believe. It is quite clear you're not most folk. Very well. I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and man most of all. I was drawn to the power of song, the power to touch the very souls of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. That was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since the nations first quarreled, armies have fielded archers, wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe will grow hazy, yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert, if arrow knocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. When his comrades fell, turning the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. At first, the archer sang only to still the roiling within, but his voice chanced to carry to his comrades. Inspirited those engaged in combat, lending strength to their sword arms, and to those who lay upon the precipice of death, it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, he had loathed to set aside skilled archers for that purpose. Armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. The members of such units were no warriors, Arctic. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord, but they knew naught of the burden borne by those who charged into battle, whose lot is to dance with death and sup on pain, and so their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Lenasia, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Ringcatcher Gully. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and, in the doing, ease their unfathomable suffering. For such a deed might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the barn. Ah. Defeat the spirits of Ringcatcher Gully in Lenasia. I have not done much in the other areas out here. To Wineport. We can also take a travel from here, from Lower Lenasia. I don't have a teleport there either. Wineport it is then. At least we have all the teleports out here. Or, well, at least many of the teleports. That's pretty convenient. Sense the presence of a powerful mark. It says here. Interesting. Once we load in. All the way to the south. Basically where we need to go. Yeah, any of the individual places out here. Whole different question. Treasures and tribulations and the use of more things we could get here. I like treasures. Tribulations slightly less, but treasures pretty good. Anyways. Down this way. Gate here. Goes over to somewhere. Some more levs over there. No shortage of stuff. That's for sure. Okay. Cross another bridge, which has a repaired part in the middle here. My goodness. Keep on going. This guy has a mark here. This is for a hunting quest here. Hunting log. Giant pelican. If you say so. Hello, there you go. It's for the 33 part. I'm gonna kill 2 guys here. also do the whole slowing them down or anything if we need to. That part's done though. We need to go right over here. Defeat the spirits in the gully. Oh, there's a living memory. This is somebody. Destination up here. Okay. Gotta get up this rock. Some fashion. Climbable. There you go. We're waiting. We're gonna sing our song before we get going. Sense a hostile presence. Just kind of standing up here. Also fine. Wandering souls. Defeated. This time, voice of old resounds within you. We get it? I suppose we did. Open up this again. Actions and traits. Jump stuff. Do we need to actually return for that? Here's these pieces. Oh my gosh, lots of stuff. All up to level 100. My goodness. Not quite there. Not quite there. Port back to Quartermill. Can do. Bit of an expensive venture, coming all the way over here and then going straight back. That's alright. Take what I can get here. Might just get a third bar for bard stuff at some point. That would be good enough for at least a little bit. Eventually, it looks like we're going to have enough abilities that we can't use all of them. Got certain different orders and combos and stuff. That's alright. Learn the traveling music here, run faster. We already have those basically. Get another run speed bonus going. Out in this downpour. Oh goodness. Let's get in here. It's not raining on us. Oh. At least a little bit less. Welcome back, Arctic. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and of futility. And in your heart, it now echoes with the strains of an old song newly discovered. Embrace this song, and as you play it in battle, shall ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, return and regale me with stories of your adventures. We get the Warden's Hymn. Removes one select detrimental effect from self or target party member. Target is not enfeebled, a barrier is created, notifying the target's next detrimental effect suffered. Interesting. So, some kind of getting rid of problems. Any detrimental effect, we can select the detrimental effect too. I wonder what all that can do. There's all kinds of different detrimental effects. Interesting. Duration is 30 seconds. That's probably just for the barrier part. Wonder if it would remove and also protect for the 30 seconds. Got a recast of 45 seconds. So you can't just be constantly spamming these out. Interesting though. Could potentially test that out. Cutscene. You hear a faint voice carried on the winds. Alright. And here it is. And the next one is at level 40. Not too surprising. My Feisty Little Chocobo is available. That is... down here at Camp Tranquil. We got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, that's just here. This might just be any available new upgrade thing. Over here we've got also the list of Camp Tranquil. Want to do something with Tranquilos? It's kind of a skill thing. It might just be any kind of unlock. Well, for right now, let's go and get the other song available from the amphitheater here. Also see if a similar thing is available for the Lancer. We got good progress on that previously too. Wouldn't have access to the level 35 business. That's alright. I guess the other question is there any negatives for having the Bard Stone active? As far as I can tell, we get access to more things, and we have all the other things we already had, so hard to say. And there's nothing at the Archer's Guild anymore. There's also this down here, Sight to Behold. All these new bits. Okay. We go to the amphitheater. Ethernet. Amphitheater. Very good. Potentially, as we get more and more skills and such, we'll have access to more actual differences than just Archer plus a few songs. Simpkin. Come to listen to the silken strings of Simpkin, traveling troubadour and master minstrel? No? You do, however, have the look of one who lives life on the road, and on the subject of wondrous wanderings and the musical expression thereof, I do mayhap have some small wisdom to offer. When I suddenly find my heart stirred by some spectacle of nature, or inspiring act of daring do, I simply let the emotion of the moment flow through my fingers and into my harp. I found no sound to be as achingly beautiful as one born from that instant of genuine joy or wistful sadness. You need no special training or knowledge to give voice to the music of your heart, only a willingness to play the score as it writes itself across your soul. If you can accomplish such a surrender, then you will have created a piece unique unto yourself. What melody could be more precious? I knew from the moment I laid eyes upon you. Here is a man whose spirit begs for instrumental interpretation. Pray release your inhibitions and favor the world with your performance. Performance actions agreement. When using the performance actions, you are strictly prohibited from performing the music of any third parties. You may record and upload your performance, and hereby agree to license such recordings for us for use by Square Enix or others in accordance with the terms of the Final Fantasy XIV Material Usage License. Sure. Performance actions unlocked. To begin, you should simply play whichever notes catch your fancy. Let whimsy carry you up and down the scales, revel in the soaring heights and plunging depths, till you find a song which resonates with your being. Painted with the experience of your adventures, the timbre and tone will be yours and yours alone. I would wonder what manner of music will fill the air. May the wind catch your composition, deliver it unto my covetous ear. You have learned Perform. While playing as a bard, performance actions can be found in the Actions and Traits window, accessed under Character in the main menu. Use your harp to create sweet music by selecting a sound from Performance located under Actions and Traits in the main menu. Simply use the keyboard to create your masterpiece. Remember, performance actions can only be used while your job is set to bard. Fair enough. I don't have a harp. We get a harp. You got a free one of those? Did we do the thing? I guess we did. Less of a quest and more of a it's now available kind of business. Lancer's Guild. Eye of the Dragon available. Okay. There's a little 80 quest over there. Goodness. Interesting. We go to character, actions and traits. Separate business in here. Blast arrow. This special cannot be assigned to a hotbar. Blast arrow. Performance. With a heart. Oh, there we go. And then it's available here. Plus an octave with shift. Minus an octave with control. There's also options we can add for half steps. You can do piece measure, piece per minute, measures, ensemble ready check. Wild. Save exit performance mode. That's definitely something. Harp, piano, fiddle, tuba. We have access to all of them since we're bards. Wild. Where are all these instruments coming from? At least we don't have to carry around dozens of instruments with us. That's definitely something. We learned things today. We should go up to the amphitheater. Be a perfect spot for it. Okay. That is definitely something. Musical. And we don't need to worry about what level it is, because they both level at the same time. Bard and Archer. Very connected. Very interesting. Not really level 40 yet. And this is still shown here. This must be slightly more important. I also have another get access to something blue quest marker down at the Adventurers Guild here. Maybe we work on those here too. Getting access to things, it's a pretty good time. Except for all the things that we get access to, but then we don't because the whole free trial business, but it's a problem for later. We got plenty to do, and we will continue to do it next time. Goodbye.